Rose and Nicholas. Summary deep dive. Are we missing something? Did we all get fooled? Being a victim about her prolonged stay at home, ABUSC, is absolutely valid. I am not here to argue that. Dee Dee portrayed herself as a very loving, sweet, dedicated, daunting mother of a very ill, challenged child. It has been discovered and told that Gypsy's mother apparently had experienced this type of groom tactic and child manipulation. Hence, the whole DX of Munchausen syndrome by proxy. In interviews, Gypsy has openly admitted she had become a professional liar and was trained to be so by her mother. Of course, her upbringing may have caused her emotional damage, but we need to really deep dive on all other findings that are just now coming to light while she's already been released after doing her time in jail. Gypsy has attempted to leave more than just one time. That one time that changed her, Dee Dee, and Nicholas's lives forever. Some things that have caused an uproar and a split in this whole thing is that it is founded that the IQ of Nicholas is of 80, which is equivalent to a 10-year-old, and he has autism and spectrum disorder too. And it was proven that throughout grade school he was in special ed. So some people believe the treatment he's been given, just throwing him in the jail and lock him up and throw away the key, a lot of people have a problem with that. I could see that. Gypsy had a friend and a neighbor named Aaliyah Woodmansey, who she divulged some major secrets to while dating Nicholas, but never about the treatment she lived through with her mother at home. We know she said she was scared of her mother finding out about her unhappiness and how she planned to leave multiple times. Gypsy and Nick originally met on a Christian dating site. They had been talking on the internet for quite some time. In interviews, you could tell by evaluation that Nick does struggle, but does well in communication and speaking about his conflict is with acceptance, trust, love, and pretty much all emotions and how they work. He wasn't emotionally unstable per se, but most deeply emotionally misunderstood and might have experienced and have the DX of alexithymia, which is a term described pretty much by saying problems with feeling emotions. And it is based off of a Greek term, which it's loosely translated to no words for emotion. It has been estimated that 1 in 10 people have this, but it is pretty much more common in those with depression and autistic people. 1 in 5 autistic people have this. It has been said that Gypsy is actually the one that came up with the plan, even providing Nick with the gloves before entering the home, and the M weapon was stolen by herself at Walmart, a hunting knife, and was provided to Nick. It was also said that she had stolen over $1,000 from her mother and sent it to Nick to purchase Greyhound bus travel tickets, and the rest left over was to be used for food and a stay at a hotel. If you wonder how she learned this behavior, well, Gypsy also has said that she learned to steal from her mother with the help of her princess dresses and wheelchair. So she also admitted in court in 2018 that the whole unaliving of Dee Dee was actually an idea originally of hers. Now, on the other hand, as time went on, she was discovering she wasn't disabled in some of the many ways her mother had told and conditioned her to think and believe. Being in an angry, upset, confused state of mind and having a boyfriend who showed her true sympathy, is it possible that she took a major comfort in that and saw his genuine want to be her Prince Charming and devotion to protect her? And maybe possibly manipulated him to act out the plan as she was, in a way, being so-called held captive in, the home with her mother, as her mother was supposedly causing great bodily harm by giving Gypsy more and more medications and restrictions of treatment that was not actually needed. Nick was very honest and open in his interrogation arrest footage. You can't deny that he had a great love to Gypsy, and you can even say he seemed obsessed, possibly. But don't forget he is autistic, and when individuals with disabilities love, they love hard. Trust me, I worked in the past with individuals with TBIs, behavioral concerns, and physical and mental disabilities. They also have super strength when you would least expect it. When they go through emotions, it's all in the moment. It is usually not thought out properly or within a range of time to process. When this person becomes mad, they experience and express that emotion to the fullest. Now, going back to Gypsy, there's rumors. Is it true she's now a millionaire? That's pretty wild. How could this be, as she was in jail for some time and never had a job? Well, she's a public figure now. They make money. Documentaries, headlines, interviews, book and article deals, speaking engagements, and now major presence on social media platforms. It all adds up. I'm not saying in any way that Gypsy is pure evil and needs to be locked back up. Not at all. I think both Gypsy and Nick needed and continue to need healing and guidance. Gypsy, in a way, has been taught how to survive in a tortured world by Dee Dee, which sometimes can create a very dominant, controlling, and sometimes manipulative personality, which is hard to uncover and expose if it has been embedded deep in their roots, which kinda has been for Gypsy Rose since birth. With Gypsy out in the real world, she seems to be learning from her husband and, well, the internet again. Nick has been just thrown behind walls to eventually be forgotten. If the documents and testings and records prove anything, it is that he could use more of a special program and care plan than what he has been provided. He is nowhere near innocent. Don't get that idea from this at all. He did what he did. But answer me this. Was he in any way possible slated to do the actions someone else wanted? Was he manipulated in the name of young love? Did she make him believe or think that she was near passing if continued to stay and live by the hands of her mother? There is definitely much more to the story than what most media has been putting out there for us to repeat. The more I look into this whole case and situation, the more questions I do have. Not about what happened necessarily, but about the mental state and growth of Gypsy. Regardless if she is more sinister than some may think, she still is and always will be, unfortunately, a victim of her mother's treatment. It harmed her, but did it shape her? Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. I will see you in a new video soon. I'm Leenda, and that's For the Record, Your Honor.